Hearing none, the nominations are now closed. As there are single candidate or co-chairs for each office, we'll conduct the elections by Zoom poll unless there's any objections. All right, all those in favor, please present slate for the 21-22 San Mateo High School PTO board. Vote on the Zoom poll, please. No, Anne, are you I can't see any of the votes.
So the poll is going for 1 full minute and we're still getting votes. So far it's going well.
I don't think there's ever been a year it hasn't.
Well, this has been an unusual year, so.
Well, that's why I would not be surprised.
Okay, the poll has closed and it's 37 yes, 0 no.
All right, in that case, that is your slate for that is your that is your board for the 21-22 school year. Thank you for all participating. Thanks. And looking forward to hearing the rest of the night.
Thank you, Laura. Welcome everybody to the 2021 Jefferson Awards. This event is being recorded and the YouTube will be posted on our website to share and view. So if anybody missed the evening, you can always go to our website and go back and watch it. So in 1972, Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis, U.S. Senator Robert Taft Jr. and Sam Beard founded the American Institute for Public Service to establish a Nobel Prize for Public and Community Service. That's the Jefferson Awards. Today, their primary purpose is to serve as a call to action for volunteers in local communities. The goal? Recognize, inspire, and activate volunteerism and public service in communities, workplaces, and schools across America. The 2021 San Mateo High School Jefferson Award recipients are ordinary people who throughout their volunteer service do extraordinary things for other people without expectation of recognition or reward. We are privileged to recognize the following 2021 San Mateo High School Jefferson Award winners who have shown us that one person can truly make a difference. I also want to point out that in our chat, the Jefferson Awards program is being posted there and you can click on that link and actually view the program for the evening. Once again, in the chat, the program is available for you to download and view. So our parent recipients this year are Lisa Baba, Lisa and Larry Brooks, Dawn Geddes, Diane Hong, Martha McKenna, and Lori Tamura Chin. Our student recipients are Gianna Cortez, Chiroshi Das, Satvik Dirisala, Stephen Huang, Sharada Karthik, Christopher Mahoney, Atia Shah, Milo Walter, Parker Yao, and Molly Zwiebach. And our faculty staff recipients this year are Sandra Glushenkopf, Rotem Penaloza Bluvstein, and Aura Smithers. The Jefferson Awards Students in Action team is led by Miss Sarah Cowie and Miss Nancy Kane, the advisors. Alistair Rao and Catherine Borgeson are our co-presidents. Tonight, each recipient will have a presenter speak about their commitment to our community. I ask that after your presenter speaks, if you would take a moment to unmute yourself and just say hello so that we can see who you are. That would be really wonderful. So I'd like to start by introducing Sarah Cowie and our co-presidents, Alistair Rao and Catherine Borgeson, to present our student recipients.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. And feels weird to be at home doing Zoom instead of at school, but welcome. And I'm so excited to recognize so many amazing people. Alistair, Kate, and I worked on our report for the end of the year. And as I went through and read everyone's resumes, it was just like flabbergasting the amount of service that all of these senior students have done over the course of the last 4 years. This year's been really, really tough for a lot of students. And I want to tell you that Alistair and Kate, you guys have been sort of my sounding board a lot, sort of being able to share how the year's been going and still trying to be of service. So I just want to commend both of them as leaders of the club this year. It's been tough, and Molly's been there with us too. So and for my colleagues, just shout out to all of you guys. Tremendous year, and you guys have been doing tremendous work your entire time being Bearcats. So without further ado, our junior co-presidents this year are Kate Borgeson and Alistair Rao. And you guys can go ahead and get started.
So we just want to start off by thanking all of our club members and our co-advisors, Ms. Cowie and Ms. Kane, and the SMHS administration and the CSS team that's been helping with distribution, and of course the San Francisco Bay Area Students in Action Program Manager, Stephanie Lloyd. So do we start with the presenting? Okay. I'm going to start with Gianna Cortez. So Gianna has spent the last 3 summers volunteering at Peninsula Day Camp as a camp aide and counselor. As an aide, she taught young girls songs, cooking, and crafts. The second summer, she advanced and was given more responsibility, and it was able to use her leadership and teamwork skills. With the limitations of the pandemic and following all the county guidelines and keeping everyone COVID safe was the biggest challenge. This required Gianna to use a unique set of skills and challenge to make camp fun and fulfilling for the children. Gianna's continued commitment to the Peninsula Day Camp and the children who attend this camp is inspirational. In total, Gianna volunteered more than 233 hours.
Hi, thank you for the award.
Next up is Chiroshri Das. Chiroshri has worked with the Youth Leadership Institute of San Mateo County for the last several years to enforce policies and advocate for social justice and equity in San Mateo County. As an advocate, she worked on transportation, non-smoking, enforcement of multi-unit housing, and health. With the Peninsula Healthcare District, she participated in an advisory group to establish awareness of the mental health needs of youth. As a Foster City Library volunteer, Chiroshri sorted, shelved, and organized books. She also helped senior citizens with computer skills. In addition, she supported the San Mateo High School canned food drive, volunteered with the City of San Mateo for holiday events and bay cleanups. And in total, Chiroshri has volunteered over 250 hours.
Hi, I just want to say thank you for the award, and volunteering has been super important to me over the last few years, and it's something that I do enjoy doing and will continue to do in college. So again, thank you so much for this opportunity.
So the next award is for Satvik Dirasala. Satvik has been a math tutor for the past 3 years as part of the SMHS Peer Tutor Program and the After School Homework Center. He has a passion for tutoring students that are struggling in math. His own experiences in learning math have given him a perspective on the challenges that students encounter. Satvik's dedication to supporting students and teachers has earned him recognition from his peers. In addition, he volunteers for the Special Olympics of Northern California. As a coach for basketball, he trained and mentored children. In total, Satvik has volunteered more than 150 hours.
Okay, next up is Stephen Huang. As San Mateo High School Red Cross Club's co-president, Stephen started Match the Mask and partnered with Mills Peninsula Hospital to lead a team of more than 50 volunteers who created masks for medical personnel. The Match the Mask event collected over 500 DIY face masks with encouraging notes for the medical personnel at the local Mills Peninsula Medical Center. This event awarded the club with 2 awards, Takes Most Initiative and Most Engaged Club. In July of 2020, the Red Cross of America elected Stephen to the West Bay Youth Executive Board. In addition, he has been volunteering at Mills Peninsula in various departments. In transportation, he transported outgoing patients for release, greeted families, and managed phone calls from family and staff in the surgery department. He was also the hospitality greeter, visiting patients and offering the various reading materials.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much for honoring me. It really means a lot to me, and I hope to give back to my community even more as I graduate on into college.
Our next award is going to Sharda Karthik. So Sharda has been a storytime teller at the Foster City Library for the past 5.5 years, from storytelling to singing songs, dancing, and much more. In addition, she volunteers for extended programs during the summer and school breaks. Sharda has created a genuine connection with the Storytime family and community. At the Curiosity Science Playground and Zoo, she has served in 2 capacities to support the needs of the community. As a greeter for the Winter Light Experience and exhibit team facilitator, both of these roles require Sharda to be hands-on with the children and available to answer parent questions. Her commitment to teaching children to learn is a dedication that she demonstrates at every event. In total, Sharda has volunteered more than 200 hours.
Hi, everyone. I just wanted to say thank you for the award. Volunteering has given me so much joy and fulfillment over the past years. I'm always happy to help, and I'm always eager for opportunities to give back to the community. So again, thank you very much.
Next is Christopher Mahoney. Christopher is part of the peer tutoring team at San Mateo High School to tutor to students who were having difficulty in geometry. He also sings at St. Paul's Episcopal Church Choir in his community. In addition, he volunteered at Kootenai Health in Idaho. As a volunteer, Christopher assisted patients, did filing, and cleaned patient rooms. In total, Christopher has volunteered more than 350 hours.
Thank you so much for having me be considered and whatnot. So go Bearcats.
Our next award is going to Atiya Shah. Atiya has been a member of the San Mateo County Youth Commission for the last 3 years. She's worked closely with the county supervisors to help support student perspectives and advocates for youth in the county. She was nominated as vice chair for the Immigrant Youth Subcommittee and the chair for the Environmental Justice Committee. At SMHS, she worked with Principal Shu on the 2020 Census Awareness Campaign. In spring 2020, she started tutoring for the Quarantine Classroom Distance Learning Tutoring Program. This program helped elementary school age students in the community with their academics. As a student member of the SMHSD Sustainability Committee, she promotes environmental initiatives and provides student perspectives. The passing of the Climate Emergency Declaration resolution at SMHSD is a big step towards improving the environment at our schools. In addition, she's working with other high school districts in the county to encourage passing their own climate emergency declaration. This declaration will have a lasting impact on our county and future students in our district.
Thank you. Thank you so much for this award and this opportunity. I'm really excited about the progress with the Climate Emergency Declaration, and will definitely continue environmental advocacy work in college.
Next is Milo Walter. Milo has been supporting our community as an Eagle Scout for several years. He volunteers at local food banks, places flags at the Golden Gate National Cemetery, works at senior center health fairs, and much more. As part of the Boy Scouts Honor Society, he helped to create new trails on Mount Phillips at the Philmont High Adventure Scout Ranch in New Mexico. This project's impact allows the New Mexico community to enjoy the natural outdoors as well as protecting the environment. With the Internet Club, he reconstructed a play structure from the Bay Area to the Yurok. With the Interact Club, he reconstructed a play structure from the Bay Area to the Yurok Nation Native American Reservation. In addition, he assisted his young brother with his Eagle Community Service Project at a peace garden in San Mateo. Milo's Eagle Scout service project benefits clients' therapeutic animal needs. The custom designed and shelving for the Jasper Ridge Farm have truly benefit our community and their needs.
Thank you so much for this award. I just want to say real quick how much community service has meant to me over these 4 years. Community service has really allowed me to give back to the community that has given me so much. And I really hope to continue doing my community service in college. So thank you.
Our next award is going to Parker Yao. As a volunteer at Sutter Health Peninsula Hospital, Parker assisted in various departments supporting patients and staff. As a greeter, patient advocate, and liaison between departments, Parker has learned how these areas support each other. In addition, he escorts patients to radiology and has had the opportunity to observe radiologic procedures. At the San Mateo Youth Activities Council, Parker participated in networking and heard from city council members and learned about the planning involved when improving the community. In total, Parker has volunteered more than 450 hours.
Thank you for the Jefferson Award. I really enjoyed volunteering and helping people in my community. I hope to continue volunteering while I'm in college. Thank you.
Our last student is Molly Zwiebik. As the founder of Cycle for Survival, Teen Dance, and Teen Ride in Palo Alto, Molly raised over $40,000, which went directly to rare cancer research for Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center. Molly has been involved in the Students in Action Club all 4 years of high school and has been part of numerous service projects, including Free the Flow, Knit a Square, and many more. In addition, she is a member of the Kids Help Kids Club. As a freshman ambassador, she welcomes incoming students to SMHS to ensure a positive transition to high school. And lastly, as a representative of the SMUSH Distance Learning Committee, she supported the assessment of creating strategies for at-home learning.
Oh, thank you guys. SIA has just been such a big part of my San Mateo experience, and I'm so grateful to have had that opportunity to connect to my community and connect to community service.
And that's all of our student awards. Thanks, everyone. And congratulations.
Thank you so much, Katie and Alistair. I am impressed with these students today, especially considering the difficulties of the time, still managing to give so much back to the community. I know that your futures are going to be incredible in what you're going to do for our world. I look forward to seeing you in the future. Our next recipients are the faculty members. And to present our first recipient, Sarah Glushnikov, will be Miss Patty Frias. But before she speaks, I just want to recognize her for a moment. Miss Frias will be leaving us after this year to go pursue her passion. So I just want to take a moment to thank you so much for everything you've done for this school, Miss Frias, for your commitment to our school, the staff, the students. Your wisdom and patience has been incredible. Thank you so much, and we will miss you.
Sandy, I wasn't expecting that. I was in speech mode. Thank you so much. That was unexpected, but I appreciate your kind words. And once a Bearcat, always a Bearcat. I mean, I have drawers full of black and orange, so I'm good to go.
Yeah, we will always be happy to see your face at our school. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So I'm going to speak a little bit about Sandra Glushnikov, and it is my profound honor to celebrate with you our unstoppable family engagement coordinator, Sandra. From day one of working alongside her, I just knew she was going to be such a valuable asset to our community. Her energy and outside the box thinking is really contagious, and she wholeheartedly embraces her role as family engagement coordinator. She's fearless and not afraid to take risks in order to give our families and students the best experience. I recall in our 18 meetings, she shared that she was going to do things a little different for the Latino Parent Night meeting. She went on to share with us that families would be drawing trees and branches. And in all transparency, in my head, I was thinking, uh-oh. To this day, though, I still share how that was one of the most invigorating family meetings I had ever attended. She was able to connect with families, and they felt so comfortable sharing their desires and concerns with regards to their students' school experience. She also has an inspirational way in guiding our families to advocate for themselves and take ownership of their students' educational journey. She has guided these families to create a Latinos Unidos parent organization as they embrace a newfound sense of empowerment and voice within our Bearcat community. Sandra always makes herself available to assist teachers, counselors, and administrators in making connections with the families so that they're informed and know that we care. And just in case you want a little bit of Sandra G trivia, did you know that she is a published author, a former sustainable organic farmer? She is trilingual. And of course, my favorite tidbit, she is an equestrian. So Sandra, thank you lots. Muchísimas gracias, Sandra. Toda Raba, Sandra. San Mateo School is fortunate to have you.
Oof. Okay, I'm supposed to say something now. Thank you so much. I know that saying I'm honored and humble, it's kind of a cliche, but I'm really honored and humbled, and it's easy to do everything that we do at San Mateo High School because we are a community. My dear A team, Patty will miss you. Yvonne, miss you. She's always available every time I pick up the phone and run to help whichever family we have in need. And everybody else that works at San Mateo High School makes it possible for all of us to just be available. And I thank you, all of you, so much for the opportunity. And thank you for this. It was unexpected. Thank you.
Woo! Thank you, Sandra. Thank you so much for everything you do for our community. Our next presenters are three students, Colin Stewart, Junwoo Oh, and Marie Ishida, who will be presenting for Ms. Rotem Penaloza Blufstein.
Hi, I guess I'll go first. The reason why I nominated Ms. PB is, well, honestly, I don't know where to start. She's the one and only teacher that has motivated me to actively attend school, even during the times I felt horrible to the point I wanted to skip school. And I mean, quarantine has really hit me hard, and all my enthusiasm for everything from my hobbies to schoolwork just left me. And Miss P was there to support me the whole time. She's the one teacher I would love to have for all subjects, though that's not possible. And I mean, there aren't that many teachers that make you say, wow, I wish this person would teach me all of my subjects. And Miss PB gives me that feeling. She makes me want to do schoolwork, not only for the sake of raising my grades, but I also don't want to make her sad or disappointed with my procrastination or lack of effort in my work. And that's just how much she means to me. And Miss PB has been such a kind teacher to me, to all of us actually. And I don't mean this in the sense that she gives us less homework or lets us do what we want to during class. Well, I mean, she does do that now that I think about it, but her kindness is different that compared to other teachers. You can really see that she works hard, putting her needs aside at times when working with students. And a good example of this is during her office hours and ELD tutoring sessions. I've dropped by several times to talk about various topics to Miss PB, and every time I visit her, I witness her working as much as she can to help all of her students, making sure that everyone gets the help they need. And not only that, but she really respects our boundaries as students and our needs as well. And while, yes, it is important for people to get over their fears and prepare themselves for society outside of school, we really want a place where we can feel comfortable without fearing the possibility of needing to present in front of others or dreading the amount of homework we will get on top of the mountainous amount of assignments we are already given on a daily basis. And while that may not follow the normal teaching methods, I think that Miss PB is a role model teacher who gives students the right amount of work and rest within classes that everyone should follow.
All right, so I guess I'll go next. I don't quite have as much to say as Marie did, but that's just because it is so hard to put into words just how nice Miss PB is to have around, not just as a teacher, but just as a person you can trust. Like, she cares so much, not just for her students, but for all students and for everyone around her. And you can really tell just by everything she does, whether it's, reaching out to you when she thinks you're having a bad day, or starting an entire peer tutoring program for students that she thought could use help. Like, just everything she does is just amazing to have around. And you can, like, if you've met her, you know just how much she cares about everyone around her. And I think it's just amazing.
So it took me a while to write down the answer for my reasons I'm nominating Miss PB for the Jefferson Award. And it's not because I didn't know what to say or had trouble coming up with reasons and I had to make something up last minute. No, it's because I had trouble picking which of the millions of wonderful things Miss PB had done for us. So I kind of needed help on coming up with this. So in order to get inspired, I asked some of my peers, I asked them, if you had a single sentence to describe Miss PB, what would you say? And I just got a ton of answers saying back, you're crazy. There's just no way one can possibly condense or comprehend the magnitude of the biblical deeds of Miss PB. Ah, shame on you, Junwoo, you foolish mortal, for daring to ask such a lowly question. And although I wholeheartedly agree with them, I still pressed them for an answer. I had to, I couldn't come up with one myself. And here are some of the answers provided by those courageous souls who are brave enough to try. Uri Boaz told me she loves a student as they were her own. She cares for their freedom, their joy, and their emotion. Max Albert has told me in all 16 years of living, Miss PB has been the only teacher to actually understand me and my needs and accurately meet them with the right solution. Julia Krizoff told me Miss PB is always open to help her students, whether it's about grades or mental health, even taking time off of her free time to do so, which has definitely made my, and I know for many others too, school year a lot better and memorable. Shrinan Puramal has told me, I revere her ability to remain socially approachable, empathetic, and optimistic to students while she's stressed from work, for it takes huge commitment to change one's attitude for the sake of not making a student feel bad. Eitan Boas has said, Miss PB is an amazing teacher because of her sense of humor and her empathy towards students. Now Ando has told me she matters to me a lot. She changed my outlook on life and gave me a lot of hope for the future. Cassie Benson has said, Miss PB is the best teacher I've had throughout my years of education. Semicolon. She's filled with a passion for teaching and learning, gives unconditional love and kindness to her students, and shows everyone how much their health, opinions, and creativity matters. Semicolon again. Phew, just one sentence. And to her credit, that indeed was one sentence. Maria Ishida, who is here with us right now, said, Miss PB always shows care for her students, making sure all information said to her by other students is confidential and only shares information with others' consent, ensuring that all of her students feel comfortable in their classroom. Sari Wachtelhausen has said, Miss PB is the single most positive teacher I have ever met, and her enthusiasm and love for what she does is truly inspiring, as she brightens everyone's mood during these trying times. We have one more here. I didn't know how to define what a perfect teacher was until I met Miss PB. That quote was from Sean Che. And Miss PB, if you were wondering why this name sounds unfamiliar, it's because yes, he is not in your class, and no, he doesn't even go to San Mateo High School. He lives in South Korea on the other side of the globe, and even he has heard of the heroic tales of Miss PB through the whisperings of the cosmos. I mean, that's just how amazing you really are. But on a more serious note, Sean does bring up a good point here. Miss PB, as a representative of all the students that have ever had the privilege of interacting with you, I don't think any of us knew how to define what a perfect teacher was until we met you. Thank you for your teachings, your support, and your love for us. Thank you for being you. Congratulations.
Hi, everyone. Marie, Colin, Junwoo, you're just, I should have gone with my word and not worn mascara. Thank you all. Really, it's the reason I wake up in the morning. So I'm just trying to reflect some of what you all are giving to me back to you. Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Hooray. Flowers. Well-deserved, Miss PB. I'd like to just give my kudos. I know that my own student had Miss PB as a freshman, and in her sophomore year, which is this year during COVID, she was having some trouble, and she actually told me, I'm going to go see Miss PB today after school in Zoom after hours. And when she left, she just said, I always feel so safe in her class. So it is well deserved. Thank you so much, Miss PB, for everything you do. Our next award goes to Miss Aura Smithers, and we have Miss Shu presenting that.
Hi, good evening. I'd like to congratulate all of our Jefferson Award winners tonight for a job well done, being a part of the Bearcat family and seeing all of the wonderful things that you do. I couldn't be prouder. I don't know how I'm going to follow up on those students. Accolades for Miss PB. And so I apologize, Aura, for, not being able to follow in their footsteps, but I am going to do my best because Aura Smithers is an awesome human being. She is, okay, hold it together. She is an invaluable member of the San Mateo High School faculty. She has many roles on our campus: English teacher, instructional coach, instructional technology coordinator, and she brings a high level of energy and enthusiasm to everything that she does. She is a partner, a collaborator, an active participant in all the meetings that she's required to go to. In these roles, she is the ultimate optimist and knows when to bring levity to an otherwise tense situation. The transition from School Loop to Canvas and from in-person learning to distance learning have been a tremendous learning curve for many of us. And Aura has done a magnificent job of leading us all through it all. Just as in her classroom, she met us where we were at and was able to lift us up so that our teachers felt comfortable using Zoom. She would answer any question that would come up, give them tips, meet during office hours. She listened, she spent individual time and gave everyone what they needed when they needed it to not have a total breakdown in a distance learning classroom. She keeps everybody in the loop with her weekly tech tips and always finds the time to provide support and training to whomever asks. I can't think of anyone more deserving for this recognition, and we are so lucky to have Aura as a member of the Bearcat family. So congratulations, Aura. Thank you so much for everything that you do.
Thank you. It's really an honor to be at San Mateo High and be a part of our staff. And thank you so much, Yvonne, for those words of praise. I thought I was like drawn to tears when I heard all of Miss PB's praise, and then you brought tears to my eyes with your words of praise. Thank you so much. It's really an honor to work with all of our staff and students, and I feel so lucky to have been able to support everyone as well as I have over the course of the years. So thank you very much for this honor. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Smithers. I can't imagine where we would be without you. I know you've helped me learn how to get onto Canvas. Thank you. Next, we have our parent recipients of the Jefferson Awards. First, I'd like to introduce Eudora Ting. She's our president of the San Mateo High School Foundation, and she will be presenting a few awards for Lisa Baba, Larry Brooks, and Diane Hong.
Thanks, Sandy. Do you just want me to go through one at a time, or how were you just?
Yeah, and then give them an opportunity to say hello to us.
Okay, thanks so
you,
much. Just first of all, thank you, PTO, again for organizing this amazing event. It always just makes me so heartened to see all the wonderful hearts for volunteerism and community service at San Mateo High School, and just that great Bearcat spirit that we all get to be a part of and to benefit from. So thank you so much. Thanks, PTO. First of all, I just want to talk about Lisa Baba. Lisa Baba has quietly but passionately served in so many different ways at San Mateo High School. On our board, she has served as a foundation annual giving chair and many different hats on the board. And she's worked behind the scenes to administer, fundraise, and in addition to hosting events at her own home. She has also served with PTO and music boosters on many staff and student occasions. Lisa is a champion of educational excellence for all students. And during her children's, Olivia and James's years at San Mateo High School, as well as during their formative years in the school districts that they belong to, she and her husband, Jim, are an amazing team to foster safe and equitable schooling, whether we're, in online school or in person. And so we're just so grateful for all she does. And she's, never asked for any recognition, but she so deeply deserves it. Thank you, Lisa.
There we go. I'm not very good at this. Thank you, Eudora. And thank you for this honor. I really appreciate it. I've so enjoyed my years of service and time with all of you on the foundation and in the school, and I'm going to miss San Mateo High School. So thank you.
Thanks, Lisa. Next, I've also got Larry Brooks, who I had the pleasure of serving the same term as he has on our foundation as well. And so it's been just such a pleasure to work and grow together with him. Larry, we've been together the past 5 years on the board, and he's been a wonderful representative of dads and Foster City, and brought such great, considerate and well thought out perspectives to our meetings and to our events. I've always been so happy to see his friendly face at our table, whether it be an open house or back to school night, or whether he be at an 8th grade meet and greet welcome night, or other functions that I've always seen him and Lisa at football games and concerts. He and Lisa have always championed the arts as well as equity for all students at San Mateo High School, and he has committed his whole heart to making sure all Bearcats get the best high school experience that he could help with. So thank you, Brooks family. Thank you, Larry. We're so glad to have you and your service and your family together with us. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with myself. I've been at MTO High School for 7 years.
You can come back.
And well, I want to come back. I want to usher another musical. I want to flip some burgers at the Music Awards. next year, and I certainly want to hang up the wonderful student artwork at the Bearcat benefit next year. Thank you so much. I've had many close friends that have received the Jefferson Award over the years, and I'm very honored to join them with this honor. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Larry. I'm also going to speak one more. I've got a few words for Diane Hong, and she's been amazing. so Kemi Lowe couldn't be here, but she also helped me share a few words too. So I'll be also reading a little bit of what she has said. So Diane is a Bearcat mom through and through, and she has served on the San Mateo High School Foundation board, and most recently as a VP of hospitality, where she planned and hosted countless of our signature events, including the benefit, 8th grade welcomes, and other school events. She came to all our meetings, and even fully volunteering during the year when she didn't have any kids attending the school. And also when she would have to head off out to a late graveyard shift to work after meeting with us for a few hours. Kemi Lowe, who was co-VP with her on our board, says, Diane was also instrumental in marketing the virtues of San Mateo High School via her role on the San Mateo High School Foundation board. And as a proud Bearcat mom, she is stalwart in her belief and support of San Mateo High School. Diane and her service to our community epitomizes the spirit of the Jefferson Award. And I just want to say, Diane, if you have a minute, please give me your famous artichoke dip recipe, because I've never had a chance to write it down because I was always my mouth was always full and I didn't have a pen at those times. So thank you so much for all you did for San Mateo and Foundation. Thank you.
Oh, I don't even know what to say. I just want to say thank you, Eudora and Kemi, for those, nice words. It's just an honor to volunteer for San Mateo High School. Ever since Harini said, you have to come volunteer, and Gilbert brought me in, it's just been amazing. It's been an amazing experience for both my boys. They loved all the spirit and camaraderie. And then it's just so great that all the parents have that ability to be involved too. They're welcome on campus, welcome to volunteer. And I'm so happy that I was able to help get the word out how amazing San Mateo was. And just being able to volunteer with all the PTO activities and being on the foundation board for all those years. So even though I had a gap year, I still enjoyed myself, and it was worth every moment. I'm truly honored for this nomination, and I'm going to really miss San Mateo, and I'm going to miss all my friends. So I'm going to make sure we're going to have an alumni pay to play for the Bearcat benefit. Me and Kemi, hospitality, we're going to do it again, and so that we can all be together, because we're all a very close group. Thank you to all the staff also. Thank you.
Thank you, Diane. Thank you, Sandy. Go ahead.
Thank you. Diane, it sounds like maybe we should have an artichoke dip party, and you could teach us all how to make your artichoke dip. Next, I'd like to introduce George Elefante, who will be presenting the Jefferson Award for Lisa Brooks.
Great, thanks, Sandy. Before I start with Lisa, I do want to give a big thank you to the staff and faculty of San Mateo High School. We see the light at the end of the tunnel, and you have helped us get through this. So we appreciate everything you've done to help with our students, our kids struggle through or get through this very tough time. And without you, and your guidance and your help, we appreciate everything that you've done to help keep our students' sanity intact for the most part, as well as their parents. So we thank you so much. And for all of the parents who are leaving us, I've been friends with you for a long time, a lot of you. And for those who are leaving, we will surely miss you. Don't be strangers. A lot of the booster organizations allow for alumni to come back and help out too. So thank you, everyone. Congratulations on your Jefferson Awards. About Lisa. So, I got to know Lisa when George first graduated out of Bowditch and moved over to, we were getting ready to move into San Mateo High. And, the first interactions I had with her was about a fundraiser. And so, and Lisa, just an FYI, here it is, my Bearcat Band shirt that I got way back when, before George even started as a freshman. That's something that I will always cherish. And obviously you reeled me in very well. So you did a great job. But one of the things that gave me a sense of her dedication and how much she cares about the school and about the music program in particular was the fact that she was very proactive in reaching out to me. She was able to identify parents that were enthusiastic about music, about the high school, about the success of their kids. And as well as being able to support the directors within the music program. She was very dedicated in terms of her sacrificing a lot of time and being able to guide other parent volunteers in helping the program be a success. She served as the vice president, the president, the volunteer coordinator. She was very proactive, more than me when I was president of the board, in recruiting replacements as people bridged out. And then also just being able to advise us in terms of things we need to, keep an eye out and be able to, continue to make the music program a success. Larry and Lisa have been obviously dedicated parent volunteers for not just the music program, but multiple activities throughout the entire student activities area. And one of the things that a lot of people may not know is that they actually sponsored a lot of scholarships, primarily around music lessons for those that needed them. So that was a great benefit for so many kids throughout the years. And then, obviously one of the biggest challenges from the music program perspective, especially on the instrumental side and the choral side, is finding volunteers to chaperone trips, especially the long trips. And trust me, it takes a lot of patience. And Larry and Lisa were able to exhibit an utmost amount of patience with fellow parents as well as the students. So we thank you for sacrificing your time for those, especially long durations. Spending 4 or 5 days with high school students takes a lot of fortitude. So that's why we have the most respect for all the teachers. So, and then on top of that, her willingness to be able to help out with all of the other areas. One of the things that she pulled me into was helping out with the drama boosters. Those builds, oh my gosh. It's one of those things where, Lisa was able to introduce a lot of our students to how to work power tools, for the first time. And that's something that hopefully we can carry on as we go forward. But, it's been so much of a pleasure to get to know you more. I definitely consider you a great friend, a great advocate for San Mateo High, for the success of its students, for the support of its teachers and staff. And 7 years of providing that service is something that we'll always appreciate. Thank you so much.
George, thank you. You made me cry. You really did. I'm leaving the music boosters and the drama boosters in very capable hands with you. I pass the baton. My sweet, I really do care a lot about you and Yana. I am tenacious. I get people involved, and I'm so very proud to be recognized tonight. And I'm in very good company. But what I've given has been given back to me tenfold in friendship and love that will last for a very long time. With especially you and Yana and every single parent that I know on this call tonight. I see a lot of you, and Patty, you were our admin for so many years, and Adam as well. And Diane, even you, we got so close. I knew that if I was at United and needed help with a flight, you would be there for me. So you guys all mean so much to me. Thank you so much. And it was an honor to be a part of your lives. And I'm also very honored that Jack joined us. Hi, Jack. Bye-bye.
Oh, that reminds me, I don't think we voted on allowing Patty to leave.
No comment. Lisa had me all teary-eyed. Going to miss you. Going to miss you. She's amazing.
Oh, I miss you.
Oh.
Well, everybody's always welcome back at San Mateo High, right? Thank you so much, Lisa, for everything you've done for our school and our community. I even remember back in middle school. So thank you. Our next recipient is Dawn Geddes. And Deborah Dickinson was supposed to be here, but something's come up. So Eudora will be presenting for Dawn. Thank you, Eudora.
It's a pleasure. Yes, again, thank you, Sandy, for reminding us that everybody's always welcome back at San Mateo High School. We're so lucky to be part of this family and be able to come back, and we want to come back. So it's wonderful, right? So yes, Deborah had mentioned that she might get stuck somewhere, and I think she did. So she passed on her words about Dawn for me, and I'm so happy to be able to share what she said, because working with Dawn on Foundation again has been an immense pleasure. So this is what Deborah said. Dawn's voluntary service began in the classroom, and he went on to serve on site councils and PTO boards, and most recently on the Hillsborough City School Board, where he has held the position of president since 2019. He has also been a San Mateo High School Foundation board member and has faithfully served both communities in a voluntary capacity, demonstrating his unwavering devotion to public service and education. Don is a quiet man with a calm demeanor and a very reassuring presence on our board. His patience, honesty, and unwavering commitment to equality and diversity have helped him gain respect, not only from his fellow board members and administrators, but from local politicians, school board officials, where he has been at the forefront of many challenges we have faced, especially this year. And as an excellent communicator and facilitator, he has helped build relationships and bring opposing voices together to find common ground. Don has also actively supported fundraising efforts for places such as Shelter Network, and has, of course, always been a staunch supporter of our fundraising events here at San Mateo. His reliability, positivity, energy, and enthusiasm are all things we have come to depend on Don's passion. Don's passion for San Mateo High School and the field of education is palpable, and we are confident that the Geddes family will remain devoted Bearcats. For as we all know, once a Bearcat, always a Bearcat. We wish their daughter Kayla every happiness as she begins a new chapter in her life, and we thank Don sincerely for his commitment. On behalf of the Foundation Board, the PTO, and the teachers and staff at our San Mateo High School, our local school districts, parents, and of course, the thousands of students whose lives Don has touched through his devoted service, it is an honor and a privilege to present the Jefferson Award for Distinguished Community Service to Don Geddes. Thank you, Don.
Thank you so much, Eudora. That's very, very kind. Thanks for the kind words. And thank you to the PTO for this award. I really appreciate it. I'm one of those who got to shout out for Harini. I got recruited by Harini as well. I knew her back in elementary school, and as we go through middle school and high school, she just kept dragging me into more of these volunteer opportunities. I did think the highlight, that the foundation puts on the Bearcat benefit. I thought the highlight of my years here at San Mateo were going to be the wildfires and the wind that canceled the Bearcat benefit at CSM that morning and postponed it by a few months. But that was all before this pandemic year. So I don't know. Be careful what you wish for. I guess that it's been quite a ride. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Congratulations, Dawn. It's well deserved. I can't imagine going to an event and not seeing you there. So you have to come back and visit for sure. Once a Bearcat, always a Bearcat. Next, I'd like to introduce Christina Simmons, and she will be presenting the award to Martha McKenna.
Excellent. Good evening, everyone. Thanks so much for hosting this event. PTO, what a joy-filled evening, and it's just great to be a part of and hear the love and support that is in this room. So the Drama Boosters is so pleased to present our dear friend and faithful volunteer, Martha McKenna, with a Jefferson Award tonight. A little bit about Martha. She is a proud alum of San Mateo High, class of 65. And Martha participated in the drama program during her time here in high school. She went on to a successful career in law, and upon retiring, she reached out to Mr. Friedman and said, what do you need? How can I help? I want to help in any way. And for most of the last 10 years, Martha has attended our Drama Booster board meetings with her trusty yellow legal pad in tow, and she has served as our corresponding secretary, producing our monthly board meetings. And her institutional knowledge of our students, families, history of the board, she's just kept us on track with our decisions. We could always go back to the minutes and see exactly what we decided, thanks to Martha's faithful dedication to that. What's really notable about Martha's service, besides its longevity, is that while most of us volunteer because we have students at San Mateo High, Martha has really just served purely out of the love of the community and her commitment to our program. And so she's really modeled for all of us what we've been talking about all night. Once a Bearcat, always a Bearcat. So thank you, Martha. We will miss you on our board. It's not going to be the same without you. And we are so grateful for your years of dedicated service. Thank you, Martha.
Am I supposed to speak now? I'm not sure if you can see me. I have to say I was completely and absolutely gobsmacked by this award. And I feel something of an imposter because I'm not a parent. In fact, I think that the true heroes are those of you who are brave enough to be parents or to be teachers, with all the attendant anxiety and responsibility that goes along with those roles. I, on the other hand, I just get to sit back in luxury and in carefree times and watch the kids put on a show. As was mentioned, I went to San Mateo High School, and so it's been a kick just to participate even vicariously in the drama program, because that was my principal extracurricular activity when I was here back in the Pleistocene era. And I have, in fact, learned that there are good musicals that were created after 1965. I will just say, before I get too teary, that I want to give you a proper and profound thanks from the bottom of my orange and black Bearcat heart. And one more thing, don't forget to get your tickets for this coming weekend's Drowsy Chaperone Show.
Congratulations, Martha. Well deserved. You truly embody the once a Bearcat, always a Bearcat. We have been so lucky to have you as a part of our community for so long. Our next recipient is Lori Tamura-Chin. And Anne will be presenting the award to Lori, but I'd just like to take a moment to say thank you to Lori personally. She is first VP of the PTO. I have worked with Lori for, gosh, years now on the PTO. First, she represented the foundation, and then she joined us on the board. And it is truly a pleasure to work with Lori. You can count on her for anything, and always just brings this attitude that makes you want to work harder. You know, I always, when Lori is on board, I just want to work harder. I don't know what it is. She just brings that out of anybody who works with her. So I'd like to introduce Anne Rhee, who will be presenting to Lori Tamura-Chin.
Thank you, Sandy. First of all, I would like to congratulate all the recipients tonight. I am absolutely in awe of all that you've done and all of your selfless acts. It's amazing to listen to. And hearing all that you've done and all of your service makes me even more proud to be a Bearcat and part of this amazing community. So it's just amazing. And thank you all so much. Now about Lori, well, it is an understatement to say that San Mateo High School is lucky to have had Lori Tamura-Chin as one of its volunteers for the past 4 years. Honestly, it hardly seems like only 4 years that Lori has been here. She's accomplished so much and touched so many lives during that short time. There's the highly visible acts that we've all seen, the acts of volunteering that we've all been witness to. Lori running around the Bearcat benefits, making sure auction items are secured and party goers are having a good time. There's Lori setting up, greeting, organizing, cleaning up during countless events around school. I couldn't even list them all. It would take the whole evening. The staff appreciation events, the student appreciation events, the band events, the athletic events, and so much more. She's just at everything. But, you know, there's also the small and maybe not so small, kind and selfless acts that very few people actually see. Lori always, and I mean always offers to help others no matter what. Whether it be an event that they're organizing, whether it just be input or feedback for an idea that we might have, just like anything you could possibly think of, or even something as simple as just offering to pick up your kids if you're busy. She's always someone to do that. And Lori has spent a great deal of time this year behind the scenes, ensuring that our volunteers for next year, her successors, are in place and ready to go. She's teaching and training them so that our San Mateo High School volunteer programs stay strong even when she's gone. Most people don't see this, and she doesn't get recognized for it. She's just doing this out of a sense of responsibility and from the goodness of her heart. She's also stepped up to take over a lot of the grad night responsibilities on very short notice and very little resources. And I don't know if the class of 2021 realizes it, but like a lot of the fun stuff that they're going to get to do this year would not have happened without Lori. It's been my privilege to work with Lori for the past 4 years. I've learned so much from you, and you're really a true inspiration. We will miss you so much, but rest assured, because of all that you've done and all those that you've inspired. Your legacy will most certainly live on. Thank you, Lori. We love you.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much for those kind words, Anne and Sandy. And I just have to say, I am really so humbled and so honored to be recognized with this award. And as I look at all of you here, I really feel grateful to all of you. I have worked with almost all of you, and you have given me great guidance at the school and helped me when I'm volunteering through the thick and the thin. So I have to say that volunteering at San Mateo High School has been such a memorable experience for me, really because truly of this Bearcat spirit, which I felt every day from the staffalty, from all the other parents I was volunteering with, and from the students. So I am really glad that I had the chance to come to the school, that Emily wanted to transfer here. So it's been really wonderful. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Lori, thank you. Thank you for everything that you have done for our school. And like you said, I think that we are so lucky here at San Mateo High School to have this community, this strong, so many strong leaders here who want to give back to the community. And that's why we have so many Jefferson Awards. Everybody is great here. And, you know, even when we put the Jefferson Awards out, people are like, oh, I want to nominate this person. We're like, they already won. So pick someone else. We really have an incredible community, and the school spirit here is why we're all here. And that's why once you're a Bearcat, you're always a Bearcat. Congratulations to everybody tonight. It is all well-deserved. Thanks to the students and action team members also, and all of our Bearcat volunteers. We are grateful for all of you Jefferson Award winners. And even though some of you might be moving on because your students are seniors, you know, we're still here. We'll always be here. And I'm sure we hope to see you again, return to events. You're all committed to our community service, acts of integrity, compassion, courage, and you do so much to enrich so many lives. Thank you all. You are all role models for us. Thanks everyone for joining us tonight for the Jefferson Awards. Good night.
Good night.
Thank you.
Congratulations, everyone.
Good night. Thank you.
Congratulations, everyone.
Thank you, Sandy.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thanks, Sandy.
Yes.
Thank you.
Good night. Congratulations to everyone. How'd the recording go?